sitting at home.
Looking for Video Bros.
Guess you could call us Video Bros.
Video Bros is in charge of all this E3 stuff now because, you know, they decided, you know, a pre-planned event is the best thing to do. They pre-filmed all this, they put it out there, and it was a great show. But I'm going to talk about Nintendo in a minute.
They really were not fucking around.
They weren't fucking around, but I'm going to talk about Nintendo's whole side of this in a second. This is the one thing that literally just pissed me off to no end. And listen, this is my opinion. You can call me out on it all you want, but it pissed me off to no fucking end when I saw it. Now, we've heard for months already, and Game Explain has confirmed it by themselves. Laura Kate Dale, who else? Emily Rogers.
I was gonna say Emily Rogers.
Emily Rogers. All these people came out saying
her sources are always like accurate.
Yeah, I know, but not always accurate, but most of the time they are.
Yeah, but almost all the time.
They've been saying for years, and Game Explain has even said this themselves. They reiterated other sources and whatnot because that's what they do because they're a news channel on YouTube for gaming. But yeah. They actually have their own evidence themselves, and it came out to be true that we got Mario and Rabbids Battle Kingdom, whatever the fuck it's called. Now, that's not the thing that pissed me off, okay? That's not the thing that pissed me off. Because, actually looking at that game, I'm gonna say that it's actually very promising into what it does. I'm not going the whole say it's gonna be the best thing in the world, but it actually does look promising in the fact that they're actually trying now, because the trailer looked actually pretty badass for what it did. But just as you see in the trailer, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. If you go see through the trailer, that you have Princess Peach there, being a badass for once. Besides Super Princess Peach, but I don't count that game, because that was the only game she was ever in, technically, that you could play as her. Besides Mario Brothers 2 But, you had Princess Peach, and you had the rabbit version of Princess Peach, and she started doing selfies and all this shit, blacking up and whatnot, and then she got killed.
Oh, I hate these things.
She did her whole basic bitch selfie bullshit and whatnot, and that got me a little like annoyed because you know you don't need that in a video game, especially a Mario game to sell. It's not what Mario's about. It's not about taking selfies and fucking being all mainstream on social media and whatnot. And I'm gonna go right back to what I just said: social media.
Thing has 3 mouths.
Just think about this for a second now.
How crazy is that thing?
That actually looks terrifying.
They're called blogs.
I have one of those. It's called a Facebook blog.
Oh wow, I killed it. BLOGG.
Oh. Okay.
But anyway, you were saying, sorry.
So
I just want to show you a terrifying enemy.
You can even agree with me that you don't that whole thing with Princess Peach or the rabbit version doing selfies and whatnot.
Yeah, it was pretty pandering.
You know what's more pandering? Finding exactly 5 days later, I'm not even joking, finding out exactly 5 days later that Rabbit Peach, that's her name, officially, Rabbit Peach, has her own Instagram account, run by Ubisoft.
Okay.
No, I mean literally, like they just put pictures of her taking selfies and doing shit. And not part of the game, it's her daily life, like Instagram. Like a real human being, but it's a Rabbit Peach.
Why am I not surprised?
I'm not saying I'm not saying that that's gonna stop anyone from getting the game.
It's just something that's very pandering.
But it relates to the game though. It just it needs to stop. I said this before in an earlier video. The game wasn't gonna be as good as I thought it would be at first, but the game turned out to look pretty good. And just please, Nintendo. I mean, not Nintendo. Ubisoft.
Well, kind of both, I guess.
Well, yeah, but it's more of a Ubisoft thing, because
yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Just stop, because Nintendo, just put it this way, if Nintendo was running that whole game itself, that none of that would have been in there. Because the way they've been showing off the game right now, they're like more of an adult company now than more of a child company, if you want to call it.
Well, the Switch, to be fair, was aimed more for adults and kids.
Yeah, I know, but
I mean, they showed a bunch of grown men like sitting on the toilet playing it because it's like, yeah, it's perfect for this.
Yeah, I know, but you do not. You just stop with the rabbits now. Okay, I'm actually considering buying that game just to see how it is because it actually does look pretty good. And Siri, get the fuck off my phone. Jeez. It's activated Siri out of nowhere.
I was about to ask you, what the fuck is your problem?
But I'm gonna probably get the game because it looks actually pretty good. But I have to see reviews first of it, of course, and all this stuff. And I know to judge my own judgment of when a game is good and when a game is bad.
A lot of people are like, well, I like to actually see stuff despite someone spoil it, so that way when I see it, I can form my own opinion on it. So, I mean, if you're one of those people, it's like, alright, well, I would like to see reviews, but I'll also see them and then form my own opinion when I actually know what it's like.
Yes, but...
Alright, it's one
stop
of 3.
Ubisoft, I'm telling you right now. I know you don't give a shit about Rayman anymore, because Rayman's not your thing. The rabbits are your thing now. Please, give us a true Rayman game, and at least get the fucking rabbits out of the game. Because what you did with the rabbits ended after fucking Rayman Raving Rabbits fucking party butt thing, where you get to play with your fucking ass on the Wii because you got a balance board. Yay.
Yeah, you're playing a game with your ass.
Yeah, even though that's not what you're technically that's what you're doing, but that's not how it looked at. But you know what I'm saying. You need to stop with the rabbits. Give us Rayman back, and stop trying to pander us like a fucking. Stop trying to make us feel like, oh, we got a Mario game that Mario sells, so we'll buy Mario. Oh my God, I can't sell rabbits anymore, so let's put Mario in it and put it on the Switch because it's Nintendo, and Nintendo Switch is over 200% profit now, so they'll sell anything anymore. And then, you put rabbits in everything now. Like I told you.
Damn it,
like I said it before, you have rabbits in fucking Far Cry 4 now. I mean, Far Cry 5. That's fucking Easter eggs. Just stop.
They're doing that?
No, it was like a little thing on Far Cry 5 where they showed gameplay, and then, and it was like one of the cars that you drive, and on the dashboard they had a little fucking rabbit bobblehead. Okay. That as an Easter egg, because that's their fucking mascot now, apparently. Like the fucking rabbits.
They have so
many... Don't know when that fucking happened, though, but apparently now all it is fucking the rabbits now. Because couldn't do anything with Rayman after Rayman Legends and Rayman Origins.
Don't they have like a million other IPs? Why are they just pairing to one specific one?
They just have a million different IPs. They have fucking Assassin's Creed, which ain't doing that fucking well because Assassin's Creed's already...
Guess who?
Scooby-Doo.
No.
Dark Shannus.
You haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah. But Ubisoft has Far Cry. Ubisoft's got Assassin's Creed. Ubisoft's got Watch Dogs. Ubisoft's got... I don't know what else they got. But, Oh, I also got fucking, They also have, South Park games now.
Oh, yeah, no. The Stick of Truth.
Yeah, and then the Fractured Butthole one that comes out.
It's supposed to come out in November, but I feel like it's going to get delayed again.
It's going to be worth it, though. But they have a lot of IPs, and Rayman, of course, is one of them, too, but you don't see them doing anything with Rayman. Rayman
gets treated very poorly.
I mean, it did. I will admit, though, playing Rayman Legends, it was a fun game, but it's not the same as the original Rayman. Give me a Rayman 4. That's all I want.
Get away from me, Jesus.
Now...
Die!
Now, I'm gonna go to Sony for a minute, because I know a little bit more about this. Yes, we got,
I didn't kill one, did I?
We got updates for a bunch of games that we already knew about. We got, an update for Uncharted Lost Legacy, which...
Looks very good. It
looks very good. If you don't know what that is, it was supposed to be the DLC for Uncharted.
Killed one.
But since whoever pre-ordered it also got added a bonus for free, which I did not get yet because the game did not come out yet. Uncharted Lost Legacy decided...
I thought it was going to be its own game.
It is supposed to be its own game now. They decided to go on a different route, and instead of DLC, it's going to be its own game, but you get the game for free, I guess.
Ooh, lore. Hold on. Our war begins. We developed crystals that brought the light of Aether to the Dark World. Using these crystals allowed our warriors to explore the enemy lands to bring war to the Ing. Sadly, the crystals were not enough. We needed stronger weapons, better armor. We withdrew from Dark Aether while our greatest minds devised new engines of war. Back to you, Jeff.
So, we got Uncharted Lost Legacy, which we already knew about at the PlayStation Experience at the beginning of 2017. or 2016 it was. I don't remember when, but whenever we heard about Last of Us Part 2, we heard about Uncharted Lost Legacy again.
It was like some point last year.
Yeah.
Like late last year.
But, so we got more details about that. I want to really share. We got more details about the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, but we already know that game. If you're watching this now, the game's already out, so that's not anything to talk about, really. Even though I do want to talk about that, because that game is so fucking amazing.
There's also something we should talk about, considering the fact that we're playing something.
Yes, well, I don't really know a lot about Sony. Oh, there is one game that I'm so excited for, though, that I want to get. I haven't seen it yet, the gameplay or trailer for it yet, but I do, when I get a chance to look it up, I do want to get it, though. And trust me on this. We have played Until Dawn on the show. We have played Rush of Blood on the show.
We haven't beaten either of those, by the way.
No. And I'll tell you this much. I am randomly playing whenever I feel like a Rush of Blood. But that game, I do not know who is the mind behind that game, like that exact game, or whoever had the idea for that game. But whoever had the idea for that game is a fucked up person.
For which game?
For Rush of Blood. I'm telling you right now, the last level of that game is literally the depths of fucking hell. That game literally wants me to fucking piss myself at that point.
Recovering energy. We were not prepared to fight a long war. The forces of the enemy outnumbered ours vastly. We sought a way to end the war quickly, without extended combat. We decided to build a device to recover our lost planetary energy from Dark Aether. Without this energy, the Dark World would cease to be, and our world would be restored to stability.
Now, the same developer that made Until Dawn and Rush of Blood, same
Supermassive Games.
Supermassive Games, coming out with another game now. I don't know much about it, but all I know is that it's another VR game.
The Inpatient.
The Inpatient, and you're apparently a patient in a mental hospital.
Oh god, there's so many ways of what can happen in this game.
What?
I'm guessing there's gonna be a million ways of how to go about it.
I honestly don't know. After seeing what fucking Rush of Blood was,
I killed it on a one hit this time.
Literally after seeing what Rush of Blood was and finding out some crazy shit from that and tie into what Until Dawn was, even though this is gonna be a different game, it's not gonna be in the Until Dawn series. But I honestly don't know what the hell is gonna happen now. Literally, it's gonna be probably gonna be more fucked up than Rush of Blood, and I was already scared by that game. I was sweating my balls. I was doing a lot going on in that game.
Oh, I didn't even know I killed that thing.
And then one other game. So, if you had a chance to look all the stuff up that we're talking about, go ahead. If you haven't seen E3 or missed some news about it, go check it out on YouTube. It's all on YouTube somewhere. But one last game that I'm really also excited for, because I loved his other game to death, David Cage.
Yeah.
One of the greatest developers of our time for cinematic games.
Yeah.
I still think that even though Until Dawn was a pretty damn good game, I still think that David Cage is better at doing that kind of stuff, because
even though it's a different person, but it's a very similar game.
Yes.
You can tell it's inspired by the other David Cage games. It's inspired by Heavy Rain, inspired by
Until Dawn, yes.
Until Dawn. I'm talking about Until Dawn, that's inspired by those games.
Yes. But fun fact though, that the game that's coming in, that new game that's coming out called Detroit Becoming Human, which is a game that's about sentient android machines that are basically human androids, or cyborgs, you want to call them.
This game basically, as my friend Mike puts it, is like Deus Ex, but it's a David Cage game. Because it's about a robot.
Tell your friend Big Mike to shut the fuck up right now.
No, not him.
Oh.
I mean, I can see why people would think that though.
No, but it's not, because they had, if you played Until Dawn, not Until Dawn, if you played
Deus Ex.
Not Deus Ex. Beyond Two Souls.
Yeah.
If you played that game and you got the deluxe edition or whatever it was called that I have, the bonus edition or special edition, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
You get a trailer with it also of a game of a tech demo called Kara, and he said multiple times that that tech demo, as emotionally endearing as that game is, as that trailer was, people wanted that so bad to be a game. He was never going to make it until this point on, where he actually did make it a game, and he turned it from Kara into Detroit Becoming Human, and it's basically about Android becoming
sentient.
Not sentient, but
and having like a revolution.
Having a revolution, trying to find out their purpose in life, and they just want to be accepted by the humans as actual humans, not as cyborgs that can do cooking or cleaning or make your food or have sex with you or whatever it is, whatever it is that you do. They just want you to be a robot and just do your duty that you're programmed for, and that's it. Duty. Peace out.